For the amount a Disney cruise costs, you would expect only incredible experiences aboard one of their 8 ships. Fortunately, according to Yelp, that is not the case. I have found the worst 1-star reviews of the Disney Cruise Line, and today we're going to put them to the test. My only rule for this challenge is I have to leave a 5-star review at the end of my cruise, but I can't lie. So let's go on a Disney cruise! My journey begins with an hour-long bus ride from my Disney resort to Port Canaveral, where I got a perfect video of the ship as the bus pulled up. We then went through security, which my brother Nathan was very excited about, and got on board.
Let's go!
It is several hours later. We walked around a little bit. We actually stopped at the Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge. And then we got some food at the Marceline Market, which is like their buffet that they have on the cruise. I got a bunch of food because I was starving. And of course, I smashed. Also, you can see the Disney Fantasy behind us, which I think is really cool. We got into our stateroom.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Yeah! Get the crowd!
And now I'm here. This ship is awesome. Unfortunately, there are a plethora of 1-star reviews on Yelp. Samantha S says, had such an incredibly disappointing time on the Disney Wish. We're on the Disney Wish. This is the Disney Wish. I'm standing on the Disney Wish right now. I expected so much better customer service. Food was poor quality. Castaway was crowded, and again, food was low quality. Would not recommend anyone to cruise Disney Cruise Line. Stick to others. 1 star. Samantha? I don't even know a Samantha. Looking T says, if you have a family with children under the age of 16, they will have a good time. As far as 21 through 60s, try another cruise line. This cruise line offers very, very, very little, if any, for this age range. There is 1/5 section of the boat which is set up for 21 plus, not enforced. 1 star. Looking T, I think you might just be looking for some problems. Phil R says, the Disney Wish is a total disaster. Like I said, this is the Disney Wish. We're on the Disney Wish right now. The staff was lacking when compared to other boats' fleets. The guest service was non-existent. The interior is not the same quality as other boats in the fleet and already shows signs of disarray. No Disney magic, family, or happiness at 90% capacity. 1 star. I'll be honest, Phil R. I feel like the interior is really nice. Let's take a look at this stateroom. The bed. This is the bed. It's themed to Frozen. No, it doesn't light up or anything. I thought maybe it would have lights in there. The magic is dead. Nice lights that like you can dim them all the way up and then like dim it, you know, before you go to bed. Maybe you're reading your book or something like that, and that sort of thing. That's nice. Right here is the couch, and then we have another picture with Anna and Elsa. Sorry, I was looking in the mirror. And then here you have the first section of the bathroom, so sink and toilet. And then you have like some shelves here, you know. Hi. And then this one is really nice. Look at how nice this, wait, let's go 0.5. Look at how nice this bathroom is. That's all real tile. Just to give you kind of an idea of scale, how big this is. You know, this is in 0.5 right now, but this is me in the bathroom, and in the bath, I don't know that you could sit. Well, a small child would be able to take a bath in this bath. You could sit. Yeah, no, you couldn't. I mean, you could, but like, your knees won't be over. You kind of go like this. What am I doing? I'm stopping this. This part of the video is done. But that is just the room. Let's go and check the rest of the ship and see what the quality is like throughout the Disney Wish. This is the main lobby thing area, and it is gorgeous. I don't even think that the video does it justice. Just the attention to detail is spectacular. They also have several bars and lounges aboard. There are 2 movie theaters that show Disney movies, some of which are still currently in theaters. Wow. Look at the backs of the chairs are cards. That's incredible. Dang. And this is the Oceaneers Club for kids aged 3 to 10. Honestly, this place made me wish I was 3 to 10 years old. There's a Star Wars room, and the attention to detail in just this room alone is insane. There's no way Phil R. checked this room out, because if he did, he would never say that the interior is not the same quality. There's also a Marvel room, which has a bunch of stuff that you would see in Marvel movies, as well as an interactive game. Over here in this room, you can actually design a Disney ride and then ride it. This right here is kind of like an arts and crafts room. And then over here is Fairy Tale Hall, which has 3 rooms.
Wow. This is so cool.
Look at the detail of just the ceiling alone. This ceiling is incredible. It would absolutely make Phil R's head spin. Even the bathrooms are immaculate. Wait, pause. I checked to make sure no one was in this bathroom before I started filming. Please do not cancel me. Our first dinner is at the Arendelle restaurant, even though I've never seen Frozen before. This dude probably plays a huge role in the movie, but I have no idea. Also, we are celebrating Queen Anna and Kristoff's engagement this evening. As I walked up, I was immediately greeted by a cast member who showed me to my table, and the theming of this restaurant is amazing.
Wow. Cool. It's a beautiful restaurant. Yeah.
He told me that they were gonna have a show in the center.
We're gonna have a show. It's a Broadway show.
Amazing.
We're gonna be in the middle.
Okay, fantastic.
And said that my table was a good one.
Sweet.
And your table is nice.
It's a good one? It's a good spot? Sweet.
But then, he didn't seem to know where my table was, and it made me think of Phil R's review. After a little bit, there were 3 cast members trying to find the table. And after a while of searching, we found it.
Thank you very much.
I am a bit nervous about this. Samantha S. said the food is not good here. How funny is it, though, that the person that said the food is not good is Samantha, and we're eating at a Frozen restaurant. But this is the Disney Wish's first real test. Let's see how it does. I ordered a Shirley Temple, which was quite good, and then Anna and Elsa arrived so that they could perform their show.
We're gonna have a show.
I have no idea what song this is, but then they came to each table, except they were too fast because they had more songs for their show.
A show.
Anyways, for my appetizer, I got Anna's Koltbord, which is a traditional Norwegian and Scandinavian buffet, or cold table. And I also ordered Elsa's Royal Baked Scallops. When they arrived, my waitress actually offered to cut the pastry portion of the scallops for me. Staff lacking? Yeah, right. The scallops were delicious, and even better when you dip the pastry into the sauce. And the salmon Koltbord, I didn't like it as much at first, and then I noticed the honey mustard. Started dipping everything in that, and then ended up really liking it. Of course, I was part of the Clean Plate Club. For my entree, I got the pork tenderloin, which was so good. Hashtag Clean Plate Club again. And finally, for dessert, I ordered the no sugar added citrus almond cake, which I don't have high hopes for because there's no sugar added, but let's see. Dang. Okay, we just finished dinner and that food was so good. So good. The dessert wasn't incredible, but also it was like a no sugar added dessert. So I wasn't expecting much, which is the reason for my reaction. But still quite good. Okay, the other part of Samantha S's review is that the customer service is bad. And I have a problem. I bought my dad a magic band, and it is a gift for him. They take the magic bands out of the boxes here, so they just give you a magic band, and then they also don't have plastic bags on board. And so I was going right to dinner, so I just put it in my pocket, and then I went to take it out and put it somewhere else, and it was not in my pocket. So I bought a magic band probably all of an hour ago, and I lost it. So we're gonna see how good the customer service is. I'm not gonna record this because it might get nasty, but I'll keep you updated. Okay, so let them know that I lost the magic band and haven't found it yet because I literally just lost it. So time will tell. Hopefully this cuts to future Robert with a resolution of the situation. Okay, it's future Robert with an update on the magic band. Earlier today, I got a message from customer service about the lost item. So I went to customer service and they had a magic band. It was a blue magic band, but it was not the one that I had purchased. It was just like regular blue. And so John at customer service just went up to the store and got me a new one. And so, drum roll please. Here it is. John, you are goated for this. Thank you so much. Thank you, John. Yes. I am gonna go and put this in my room right now so I do not lose it again. But customer service, 5 stars. Okay, so great first day. Before I go to bed, I gotta eat this chocolate. We arrived in the Bahamas this morning. I got to wave at a bunch of people, which you should always do whenever you're aboard any boat. And I was just about to order room service, and then I realized I don't know what they have. And is the menu in the app? It's probably in the app. Okay, I found the menu for dinner tonight. Hi there. I'd like to order room service, but I don't know where the menu is. Where would I find the menu? Yes, I do. I got the app open. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll call back in a couple minutes once I review everything. Thank you. Okay, I found it. I found it all on my own, with no help from any other adults. Okay, we got buffalo chicken wings, chicken tenders, chicken sandwich, American cheeseburger, ooh, penne bolognese. I think I'm gonna do 2 cheese. Why am I telling you? You'll hear it in a second when I order. Hi there. I'd like to place a room service order. So could I get 2 of the cheeseburgers, 2 chocolate chip cookies, and then do you guys have Mickey premium bars? Oh, I'll just have 1, please. 35 to 40. Okay, great. Thank you. You too. Bye-bye. Yes! I did it all on my own. Hello. Will you bring it in? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. Here's what we got. Mickey Premium Bar, which I'm actually gonna put in our little fridge that we have. We got chocolate chip cookies in here, and then, ooh, yeah, burger and fries. I will say, all this food just costed a $10 tip. Pretty good service. Of course, I was part of the Clean Plate Club again. I am the one. First Mickey Premium Bar of the cruise.
I think I'll order one with my dessert tonight.
With my dessert, not as a dessert, with my dessert.
And the Clean Stick Club? So Samantha S. talked about the food quality, and we tested that yesterday at the Arendelle restaurant, and I think that the Disney Wish passed with flying colors. However, I did also find a 1-star review of the restaurant 1923, which is where we're eating tonight. James R. says, main dining servers are not clicking with the rest of the staff. Some servers just shake the tablecloth instead of replacing it with a fresh one after guests have left. 1923 is a very poor design. Tables are packed in with the restaurant split into 2 sections. Servers seem very nervous, as if they are overwhelmed. 1 star. Admittedly, that was an abbreviated version of his review. I wanted to focus mostly on the stuff that he said about 1923, since we're eating there tonight. His review had 3 positives and 25 negatives. One thing that he mentioned is the space between tables at both World of Marvel and 1923. He also included pictures of the space between those tables, and then along with that, just included a bunch of pictures of his towel animals, which, honestly, I really appreciated. So, let's go have dinner at 1923. Now, what James R. means with the restaurant being split into 2 sections is there's actually 2 sides on the left and the right of the lobby. There's the Walt Disney side and the Roy Disney side. This restaurant is a nod to the animation side of Disney movie making and has some incredible pictures, drawings, and sculptures all throughout. Some of the tables do look packed in, others not as much. We lucked out because we got one of these tables up against the wall with a pathway next to us. My waitress also brought a Shirley Temple after we sat down, which is what I ordered at the last meal.
We do a rack of lamb and a salmon for the table.
This meal was so good, I barely recorded anything. My favorite restaurant on the cruise, but I barely have anything to show for it. However, when I asked where the bathroom was, the server literally with a full tray of drinks walked out and showed me where the bathroom was. Great service. All that said, here is my review of 1923. Tonight there was a pirate show on the top deck, and Jack Sparrow showed up.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
I love Jack Sparrow. And we watched it from the same place we watched the Sail Away Party, which is actually the section only for adults. And they were turning away kids who were not 18 years old. And then after the pirate show, there were fireworks. Disney Cruise Line is the only cruise line that is allowed to have fireworks at sea. They literally set them off right from the ship.
Wow! That's awesome!
We just disembarked on Castaway Cay, and we're going to see if Samantha S.'s review about Castaway being crowded is true. We'll also see if there's anything to do for 18 plus guests. I ran the Castaway 5K earlier. It's rubber. And then ate some food. And now I am at Serenity Bay, which is the adults only beach on Castaway Cay. That rhymed. I like that. But I'm not a rapper though. This area isn't too crowded. Yeah, there are a good amount of people, but not what I would expect for a full capacity cruise. We'll check out the other beach in a little bit. But they also have cast members bringing drinks right out to your seats. Great service. Before leaving, I got a massage because it's cheaper here than on the ship. And walking past the other beach, I realized there's like no one here. It's 2:30 right now, and we don't have to be on the boat until 4:30. So I think the hack is really just like taking your time in the morning, get breakfast, go on the Aquamouse, and then get to the beach at like 1 p.m. after you've already had lunch and stay until like 4, where that first huge wave of people has already gone back to the ship. Now that we're back on the boat, another place that has no kids is the spa. I bought a pass for the rainforest room, which has a sauna and an ice room. There's also a steam room, but if I filmed in there, it would just be like a really foggy lens. There's some heated lounge chairs to relax, And outside, there's an area with more places to lay down and 2 hot tubs. Tonight we ate at World of Marvel and saw Spider-Man, which was so sick. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. And that was the end of our cruise. As I brushed my teeth, I thought about what my review would say. So, here is my full review of the Disney Wish. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. You should watch another video. All you gotta do is click the screen. Just click it right now. Super simple. Take you to the next video. You watch that one, and who knows? Maybe you watch another one after that.